Hello, today I'm going to talk about weather. It's obviously been hot recently, very sticky. I'm very sticky at the moment as I'm recording this. Until relatively recently I used to ride a motorbike and it was absolutely terrible to ride it in this weather. I mean, they say that you should be looking out to be riding a bike in the nice weather, but once it gets much beyond 20 degrees and you're wearing all that kit, and you really do need to wear all that kit if you're on a bike, then this sort of kind of weather is terrible. Depending on the kit you wear as a bike rider, it's not too bad in the heat so long as you can keep at a reasonable speed. Above about 25-30 miles an hour and you've got a breeze coming onto you, not too bad. Now if you wear mesh kit, I used to have actually also a leather jacket that had chainmail, if you like, patches on it which had leather velcro pieces behind them, so you could remove that and let the cool air in and still be well protected. So if you've got something like that that lets the air in, not too bad, and that's up to a point. What you should never do in the hot weather on a motorbike is to strip down to shorts and a t-shirt. Not only is it a faster route to dehydration and sunstroke, but also the moment you come off, you are just going to rip your skin to shreds. Not a pretty sight. Now, I've come off a motorbike in hot weather when someone hit me, and I was glad to be wearing full protection. And as I went sliding along the ground, I'm going, this isn't too bad. Yeah, I found out afterwards I'd actually broken a wrist, but if I hadn't been wearing the kit, I'd have lost my legs. Now, there are various myths for how to cope in hot weather. One of the myths is that eating spicy foods will help you cool down. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, obviously people in various hot climates eat spicy food and it helps you sweat. However, drinking cold fluids, and lots of them, is the best way to prevent dehydration. Some say that grabbing a sports drink is a good way to beat the heat. And if you're an athlete and you're actually doing heavy physical exercise in the heat, yeah, sure. But if you're not, don't bother. Stick to normal fluids, water ideally. Another myth is that you can't get sunburn when it's overcast. And about 80% of UV rays cause sunburns, and they shine through even when it's cloudy. So if it's hot out there, cover up with some sunscreen. There's another myth that you burn more calories in warm weather, and this basically isn't true, it seems. You're actually likely to burn more calories during cold weather because when it's cold your body has to work harder to keep the cold temperature up. Summer's not without its perks. Because you're outside more, you're actually more likely to do some sort of physical activity, so it's not that bad. I'm reminded of an old Morecambe and Wise joke from one of their annuals. Two old men sitting on a park bench, and one man turns to the other and says, "It's nice out, isn't it?" The other one says, "Yeah, I think I'll take mine out too. I'm contemplating putting a collection of rocks in my car and dumping water all over them. My car's already hot enough to be a sauna, I might as well complete it." Remember to be careful if you're playing games in the heat, especially if you decide to play active games and you end up with a heart attack. Worst time to have a heart attack, of course, is during a game of charades. Some say that drinking hot drinks actually lowers your body temperature. Well, the key here is staying hydrated. The thinking being that drinking a hot drink raises your body temperature, again causing you to sweat like spicy food, and the sweating cools you down. However, sweating also means you're losing body from liquid from your body, meaning you need to take on more to stay hydrated. No, not all doctors necessarily agree with this. 9 out of 10 doctors think that 1 out of 10 doctors is an idiot. There's another theory that you should keep the curtains closed to block out the sun. Apparently though, if you've got thick dark curtains, there's a suggestion that you should keep them open because the fabric can heat trapped in them. But I don't suggest you keep them open if you're walking around naked because it's hot inside. One sun cream manufacturer claims that it makes better sun cream than its competitors, but it doesn't like to rub it in. One of my friends said he met his girlfriend at a local summer village festival. He said it was fate. I don't know if you know, but owls prefer to mate in the summer as opposed to the winter when it rains. Because when it rains, it's too wet to woo. Whatever you do, stay healthy out there. But remember that health is merely the slowest possible rate at which you can die. Goodbye.